Good afternoon, President Hines, members of the Board of Trustees, regents, faculty, and staff. To the members of the class of 2014, I offer my congratulations to you and your family and friends. I'm sure that many of our family and friends feel that they have earned an honorary degree at Holy Names, a degree in which I cannot promise you. But what I can promise you is many heartfelt thank yous. We give much gratitude to the faculty and staff of this wonderful university for their hard work, dedication, and impartation of knowledge that challenge our mental beings and sometimes our mental health as well. We're here today because we're celebrating the end of what we started. We are finishers, and this is something to celebrate. Yes. I have a confession to make. I was not always a finisher. I was notoriously a non-finisher. In high school, I was a student with A's for the first marking period and F's for the second and third. Before coming to Holy Names, I started at 2 other universities, and I didn't finish, in case you were wondering. 3 times the charm. There were moments when I wondered whether not finishing was a part of my DNA, an unchangeable characteristic that doomed me to a life of failure. Why couldn't I just finish? Jobs, relationships, fitness routines, New Year's resolutions. Every time I didn't finish, it was a cruel reminder that I wasn't a finisher, or so I thought. Well, not finishing is not a part of my DNA, and it isn't a part of yours either. I had to learn how to be a finisher. Being a finisher means having hope, and hope holds uncertainty. Hope means relying on others. Hope means believing that tomorrow will be different than today. I spent a long time bracing myself for the worst, preparing for disappointment, expecting people to let me down, and I had to let go of that. I had to make room for hope. I had to learn to trust others, and in trusting others, I had to learn to trust myself. Because, you see, every time you break a promise to yourself, you erode a tiny bit of trust, and it adds up over time. So I had to learn to keep the promises I made to myself. Letting others down is horrible, but letting yourself down, now that's just the worst. As Langston Hughes wrote, life for me ain't been no crystal stair. My path, much like many of you, has not been a straight one to graduation. It's had twists and turns. Sometimes it seemed like I was heading backwards instead of forward. Finishing takes faith. Martin Luther King once said, faith is taking the first step when you can't see the whole staircase. Faith takes courage. Faith takes humility. There were times when I had to get on my knees and pray because I didn't know what else to do, but I knew that I wanted to finish. So, I finished the college application 3 times. I finished my papers, many. I finished my exams, most I passed. I finished college. We finished college. And every time we finish something, big or small, let it remind us that there is a finisher in us. There is someone in us who sets goals and reaches them. We're finishing one goal, and there's a sense of nervousness in the pit of my stomach because I know that finishing is another word for beginning. That means a new goal is on the horizon. One that may seem even further away than getting our bachelor's degree. People are asking us, so what now? Yes, we're nervous, but our time here has allowed us to exercise our finisher muscles. And I know that we're prepared for any goal that we put our minds to achieving. Ralph Boston once said, being the first to cross the finish line makes you a winner in only one phase of life. It's what you do after you cross that finish line that really counts. So now that we're college educated, what will we do? What type of contributions can we make to the world? What are the ways that we can make this world a better place, a more equitable place? How will we use our incredible gifts and talents to make a positive impact? Now that we're finishers, how can we serve? I am confident that we